Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're starting a new series today where I try to get all the achievements on games that I either own or are on Game Pass. These videos will show me getting them all in one video as opposed to a full playthrough. So let's get straight into it. Today we're doing Lies of P, which was released in 2023, developed by NeoWiz, and sold over 1 million copies in the first month of release. This game contains 42 achievements altogether, totally 1000 game score. There are 15 main story achievements, 8 collectible, 3 ending, and 16 missable achievements altogether, totaling the 42 achievements. So to start, we can exit the train from where we first start, and we can work on the first achievement which we can get, which is called the Ultimate Defense Technique, by destroying an enemy's weapon, which we can actually do on the very first enemy we see. So with a very small amount of persistence, we parry the enemy a couple of times, a couple of fails in there as well, and we can break his weapon and grab the first achievement, which should unlock somewhere about now. Next up, we have the Fatal Blow achievement, which is for delivering a successful fatal attack. This can be either done by staggering or backstabbing an enemy, which we also grab on one of the very early game enemies by just literally backstabbing him, and then the achievement pops nicely there as well. We then progress a little further into the train station. We can beat the first mini-boss to grab a key to open up the door to the next area. In this next area, we can grab another easy achievement called the Stargazer's Guide, which is very simple for repairing our first Stargazer, which is basically a checkpoint in this game, or like the bonfires from the previous Souls games and whatnot. So once we repair this Stargazer, skip the little tutorial, and the achievement pops very nicely there as well. So a little further into the game, we can net another achievement called Parade Master, which is very straightforward for defeating our first official boss. You guessed it, the Parade Master, which with the magic of editing meets his demise in mere seconds, and then we can grab our fourth achievement of the game. The next achievement that we can grab is called First Lie, which is another story related achievement for telling a lie at the entrance of Hotel Krat to gain entry. You have to tell the lie to progress the game, so once we reach the door of the hotel, we tell them we're human, tell the lie, and then grab the achievement, and also a lovely little cutscene as well. Who doesn't love cutscenes? After some more story progression, we reach our next achievement point, which is called the Bastards and the Sweepers, for killing our first stalker. So, after a bit of a long and annoying fight, we pick up the kill. Once he's dead, we say hello to Daddy, and then we can progress towards the next boss as well. Which leads us straight into the next achievement, called Scrapped Watchman, which, if you can spot the common theme here, is the name of our next boss we have to kill. So once again, with some fantastic editing from yours truly, is quickly dispatched, and we grab achievement number 6. Which only leaves us with 36 to go, so we're making some pretty good progress now. Next up, we can work on grabbing the next achievement, called King's Flame, which once again is just another boss. So we enter his little furnace room, grab a very quick stagger, and decimate him to finish in style. Bonus points for style kills, anyone? No? Okay, anyway, that is achievement number 7 unlocked, so again, making some pretty good progress. And then we can progress to the next Stargazer to grab an achievement we could have probably done earlier, called Exploring Possibilities, for assembling a new weapon by combining a handle and a blade from 2 separate weapons, which in all fairness is a pretty cool feature. And there we have it, the achievement does pop in good time as well. We then become thankful we aren't religious, as we grab the next achievement called Fallen Archbishop, for killing the Fallen Archbishop Andreas, which is our first amazing encounter with a 2-phase boss. There will be a trend this going forward, which is always fun, so after a little fatal attack with the glaive, we pop the achievement and we can move on to the next achievement, which is going to be called the Delayed Match, for defeating the eldest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Note how the achievement is only for the eldest, we'll come back to that one later. So, after a final slash or two, we get the kill, pop another achievement, and then very shortly after, pop the next achievement, which is called Bear Gold Coin Fruit, which we can get almost immediately after the last boss by simply grabbing some gold coin fruit from the gold coin tree, which has been above the hotel the entire time. So we grab the gold coin fruit and the achievement, and then we can progress to the next one, which leads us to the next achievement called King of Puppets, which is arguably one of, if not the hardest boss on the game, Romeo the King of Puppets, which is yet another 2-phase boss with a very hard second phase. Although, if you dodged into his left shoulder when he attacks, you can avoid almost all of his attacks. But again, with the power of editing, gets absolutely bodied very quickly, and then we can move swiftly on to the next achievement, which is going to be called From Across the Rift, for defeating all types of dimensional butterflies. There are 3 different types found throughout the game: a red one, a pinky purpley one, and then the final one, which is a yellow/goldy one. Once you kill one of all 3 colours, this will pop, and the earliest you can get it is right here inside the arcade. So once we have that done, we can progress further through the game and this area to the next boss, so we can grab the Champion of Evolution achievement for defeating Champion Victor, which just feels like a UFC fight with Brock Lesnar. If I was allowed a siphon, he wasn't. But anyway, we kill him fairly easily, and then we can push onwards through some more of the game. And then we can grab a fairly easy one this time for maxing out our Legion arm. In my case, this is Aegis, because honestly, it is the best one on the game in my opinion. But here we are anyway, maxing it out. You can pick anyone you want, but pick Aegis. Next up on the list, we have yet another boss fight. This one is a very original name. It's called Puppet Devouring Green Monster, and I bet you can't guess what the boss is going to be called. That's right, it's the Puppet Devouring Green Monster. Anyway, after a very annoying fight, this time, we grab the kill, and we can move on to the next part of the game, where we have to fight some of the very early game bosses again. They're just slightly harder, with slightly different names. For example, instead of being called the Parade Master, this one is the Corrupted Parade Master. Such a huge difference. Anyway, it's still a fairly easy fight, so we destroy him, and we can move on back to the hotel and progress the story even more. And whilst we are at it, we spend the quartz required throughout the game to reach P.O.G. level 5. Don't even ask what the P stands for, but it's another achievement. Next up, we spend our hard-earned Legion plugs to grab the remaining Legion arms, whilst we are in the hotel to grab yet another collectible achievement before we forget about them. Not that we plan on using anything we just unlocked, but the things we do for achievements. Further ahead, we have another repeated boss fight. Remember earlier I said we killed the eldest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood? Well, now we have to kill the rest and the eldest again. But this time, all at once. Who doesn't love a 5v1, well, 5v2 boss fight? Not to mention, they all have their own status ailments. Now we head back to the hotel quickly for another mop-up and unlock the strongest special weapon achievement for maxing the scythe for more power. Then we do the exact same with the electric coal stick that we have never even equipped to grab the strongest normal weapon achievement. Then we meet the Riddler, just the puppet version, and then grab the achievement for opening up all of his Trinity doors. And then after a very long dialogue sequence and a bit of lore about Venini, we grab the Moon Toy, which leads us back to Venini to give to him to learn more about his backstory and grab yet another achievement. They're all starting to flood in now. So after a little bit more dialogue, the achievement should finally unlock when he stops talking. There we have it, very nice. Afterwards, we reach, in my opinion, the second hardest boss in the game, especially in New Game Plus and onwards. The second phase is an absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. But we do grab the kill fairly easily, and then we can grab her achievement, and we can push onwards towards the final boss, or what we all thought was the final boss. Next up, we speak to the receptionist again, and an achievement pops a lot more prematurely than I thought it was going to, so I missed the start of it unfortunately. But we grab the final part of Antonia's story. Then we finally reach the final boss and grab the Awakened God achievement. That's right, we are killing literal gods at this point. Anyway, after yet another annoying second phase, we do take him down. Only another 3 times to go. But we grab his achievement and then listen to his dialogue afterwards to pick up the story of the One Who Dreamed achievement for finding out the last of his story for some more lore about the game. Who doesn't love lore? Anyway, after a nice little dialogue choice and some more rambles from Simon, the achievement does finally pop. And then we can push onwards towards the final boss and get our first of 3 endings as we take on, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game, especially the second phase. But we persevere, pick up the kill, and grab the achievement for the boss fight called the First Puppet. We then also pick up the Rise of P ending for being a big fat liar throughout the entire game, which I will let you enjoy the end of the ending until the achievement finally does pop.
It's so good to see you.
And there we have it. The first playthrough is officially completed. But before heading into New Game Plus, there are a few more things we can do or need to do. By starting with playing the piano to grab the achievement for playing a perfect tune, which I think we can only do after we're kind of human, but anyway, we grab the achievement here. Grabbing the golden lie weapon for telling loads of lies throughout the game for the special weapon achievement. And then finally, grabbing Sophia's note on the desk to find out the end of her story for her achievement as well, which will officially conclude the first playthrough, which we'll love to see. The first thing we can then do in New Game Plus is by buying the starting weapons from the first merchant to grab the achievement for collecting all normal weapons in the game. We also buy the golden record for achievement later, but after this we do carry on past the first boss now. We kill the Puppet Master after a bit of a drawn out fight. And then we get absolutely thrown around, like we're Loki, in the first Avengers film by the Scrapped Watchmen. But after that, we do then pick up the kill very nicely. And then we also go ahead and kill the Furnace boss as well. And then straight after that, we speak to Vanini to grab a gesture that we missed in the first playthrough to learn all the game's gestures and earn the Learning About Emotions achievement, which, after running through some more dialogue, should unlock fairly easily. There we have it. And then we can push on towards some more game progression by killing the Archbishop again. And then absolutely destroying the eldest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. And then also the King of Puppets with the help of Aegis. And then after that we destroy Champion Victor. And then the Green Swamp Monster as well, in absolute style, with a nice little fatal attack. And then we kill the second phase of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood fight as well, and we can push towards the end of the game. We kill Alidoro to progress Eugenie's side quest and grab the achievement for learning more about her backstory, and learn Alidoro was actually her brother. Plot twist. We then go to decipher the final cryptic vessel to earn the Veteran Explorer achievement, which we do need to briefly equip the Frozen Feast weapon, so the merchant will even give us the time of day. But we quickly do that, and then we can pick up the achievement, and then we can move on to the next part of the game as well. Which is going to be killing Laxasia again. And then after that, we kill Simon, before dispatching the nameless puppet again, to pick up the second ending of the game, which is free from the puppet string, leaving us with only one ending to go and one playthrough to go. We then grab the achievement for listening to all of the records, which my recording messed up, and grab the back end of the achievement pop for. And then we pick up the final ending that we need, called the Real Boy, for giving Geppetto our heart this time around, which leads us nicely to the final ending of the achievement, and also back to the hotel, so we can finally obtain the final achievement in the game, and get 100% of all of the achievements. There we have it, the ending achievement does unlock, and then we can push towards the final achievement, which is for learning more about Geppetto's backstory. We take the note from his desk, read the note, and the final achievement is going to unlock. And there we have it. We've officially attained all of the achievements in the game for the nice 100%, which definitely only took me 3 playthroughs. It wasn't 4, because I forgot to pick up the Golden Lie after the first playthrough. But anyway, thank you for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed the new format of this video. I will be doing some more of these for the foreseeable future to see the general reception, and I will continue like this if people like them more than the playthroughs. But leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.